Hey, Bradley, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Thanks.
we're all looking forward to getting to know defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio. What can you tell us about his personality and his approach to coaching style?
Yeah, man. That's one of one of my favorite coaches that I've been, you know what I'm saying, in the room with, just because he expects so much out of his players, and he's gonna keep it straight up with you. If he calls a play and you didn't execute, he's gonna ask you, why didn't you execute? I put you in position to execute. Why didn't you? So, I mean, in this high paced game we play, man, that's what you need. You just need that transparency. You need somebody to be on you a little bit when you hold you to that standard that we hold ourselves to. So that's what he's gonna do, and I'm excited about it.
What was your first reaction when you heard, okay, he's coming?
To be honest, man, it was kind of like a full circle thing because I feel like getting traded here last year was like part two of my career, and I wear number two, and it kind of played into that. Like now I get the second chance with Coach Fangio, and my first go around with him, I battled some injuries. His first year in Denver, I tore my ACL. Then my third year made a Pro Bowl. Fourth year, kind of battled some injuries as well. So it's kind of like that second coming of that opportunity as well. So it kind of came full circle with everything that I was like wearing the number two for and had that mindset for anyway. So it's dope how it works out.
Thank you.
David?
Hey, Bradley, good to see you. So you're also going to be reunited with Malik Reed. What can you tell us about him and getting to play alongside him again?
Yeah, that's my guy, man. One of the smartest football players I know. One of the most hardworking, talented. Just everything he brings to the field, man. I'm excited to have that energy in the room. And whenever I have a question, we've been in this defense for the same amount of time. So whenever I had a question, he was right there on it. He was the one answering, the one talking up and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun to reunite with him. I know the energy he's going to bring to that room with the young guys we got in there. I mean, JP, he's coming into himself, but technically he's still a young guy when it comes to like age and stuff like that. So and Cam and Gink as well. So it's going to be fun, man, just to merge all those personalities, all those play styles into one outside linebacker room.
And another one on Fangio. What's something you can tell us about him that only someone who's played under him can know that most people don't know about him?
I mean, I don't know. I can't. That's a hard question. I don't know something that y'all don't know. But one thing I know, like I said, he's going to demand the most out of us. You know what I mean? Each and every play on that roster, no matter how many plays you made in the past, how many plays you could make. It's all about what you're doing each and every day to get better, and he's going to hold you to that high standard.
Daniel?
Hey, Bradley, hope you're doing well. You were pretty transparent, when you arrived in Miami about, just it all being very, very new to you as you kind of are months removed from, coming to Miami and whatnot, or maybe some of the challenges, some of the things that were just very kind of foreign to you, that now being in this city, being in this system, this team, aren't as much now.
I'm gonna answer the city question first, man. Just the traffic, bro. Traffic everywhere you go. Everything takes 25 plus minutes. So learning when to leave and kind of fixing my schedule around. Okay, I understand. It might take me 35 minutes a day. It might take me 25 minutes a day. I just can't let that throw me off. So I've been leaving at a reasonable time every day, making sure I beat the traffic, or if I get stuck in traffic, not let it affect me, you know what I mean, coming into the building later or whatever. But another thing, like with the team, just knowing everybody, man, knowing people's names, knowing people that I'm working with around the facility, being able to say what's up name, you know what I mean? Not just say, oh, what's up, bro? And then kind of like, oh, man, what's that dude's name? I feel like just all that just plays a part into just everything, you know what I mean? Just how you approach every day, because you go into war with the people, and how you gonna go to war with somebody if you don't even know their name? So just learning everybody, learning the ins and outs of the facility, the team, the coaches, all that has just been coming to me this offseason program.
Appreciate it.
Adam?
Yeah, Bradley, it's kind of fun that we're getting you this week with the draft in 2 days. You're their first round draft pick. Are they having a draft party for you Thursday night? How's that going to go for you?
I mean, we can. I mean, if y'all want to throw me one, I'll be down to join, you know what I mean? So we ain't got nothing else to do, so we might as well throw a little party. Y'all might as well come to the facility. We'll get something going.
What's it like knowing that you're not only they gave you the big contract, but they saw enough out of you to give up a first rounder to get you?
I mean, it's a blessing. It's just a testament to the work I put in and the guy I am. So, I mean, I can't take it for granted at all. You know what I mean? I approach every day like I got those eyes on me, like I got people with high expectations, because I got high expectations for myself as well. So I just got to approach every day like yeah, they brought me here for a reason, and I just got to make sure I live up to that reason.
Omar?
Bradley, I want to ask you about Fangio's defense, and supposedly it plays a lot of zone behind you guys. How does that benefit the team as a unit, and how does it benefit the defensive line?
It benefits everybody, man. Like you said, as a unit, because when you got us just kind of thinking freely and just going out there and attacking and being able to take a tight end and not really worry about, oh, I have to be in this gap. Just go out there and play fast, and we're gonna read off of you. And everybody around that has that same mindset. The D-line could just, I feel like it's really meant for the outside linebackers to set the tone, establish everything, establish dominance, whether it be with the tight ends, whether it be with the tackles, getting after the quarterback as much as we can. And when that group does that, I feel like it makes everybody else's job easier. Because say I got a guard pulling to me and a tight end trying to influence me out. So if I take the tight end and the guard, then Bake running free, then, you know what I'm saying, David running free, and X can free up and catch a pick that, you know what I'm saying, the quarterback just trying to get the ball out of his hands, but then boom, he's right there in that position. So I feel like it starts with us, man. It's going to have to end with us. So we taking that mindset, we taking the meetings, making sure we living like that, and trying to approach every day like that.
Alan?
Hey, Bradley, hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask you, how happy were you with your performance in your half season with the Dolphins last year?
I was up and down with it, you know, just coming in, grasping a whole new defense, grasping a whole new set of teammates. I feel like I did okay, you know what I mean? I for sure held myself to a higher standard. I wanted to come in and be that guy that got 10 sacks in half a season and stuff like that. But everything doesn't work out like that, you know? So about a couple things at the end with my broken hand and high ankle sprain and stuff like that. So that was discouraging, but I just look back at all that as fuel for this year, man. Just seeing that where I could have been, where this team could have been, where we had so many high expectations with me coming in and finishing out with just a playoff berth. That's not what the goal is. That's not what the standard is. So it was cool to be able to experience that. That was my first time in the playoffs, but this team and this organization has so many bigger things ahead of us that we just I'm using that for sure as fuel.
Quick follow-up, if I may. Because of what the Dolphins gave up to get you and the big contract they gave you, do you feel sort of a burden to put up big sack numbers?
Nah, man, not a burden. I feel like it's my job, man, to go out there and do everything. Go out there and put up those numbers. Go out there, and it might not come with the numbers. It might come with the pressures. It might come from me freeing up Christian and JP and Og and all those guys. So I don't look at it as, oh, I got to get this number. I got to do this. I just got to approach it like, hey, man, they brought you here for a reason, and go out there and prove to them that they were right. You know what I mean? So that's my main thing, is just doing my job to the best of my ability, and everything else going to take care of itself.
Thanks, Bradley.
Chris? Hold on, Chris, you're still muted.
I know I'm better than this, right? You would think. Hey, Bradley, you hear a lot about competitive atmospheres around teams. There was talk last year about how competitive Tyreek was and how that spreads. I'm wondering what the environment is right now around the team, and if it's not, or does it need to start right now? Can you just flip the switch in training camp, or does that intensity need to be going right now?
You got to introduce it for sure. You got to everybody has to be on the same page, know what we're working for, and know, okay, this guy right here is trying to beat me out, or that guy right there is, you know what I'm saying? We both working for that one roster spot. So it's not like a sad thing. It's kind of more of a understanding thing. And I feel like everybody's on the same page, man. Like I said, we know that a playoff berth in the first round, that's cool, but it's not what we work these tireless hours for, go through training camp for, and that's not what our standard is. So it doesn't just kick up, the competition, all that doesn't just kick up in training camp. It starts now. We feel that it starts now, but it's not like go out there and try to kill each other, you know what I'm saying, with OTA practices and stuff coming up. We still got to be smart, understand that this is the team we need to go into the season and do all the things that we say we want to do. So it's a little bit about being smart but still having that competitive nature.
All right, thanks.
Hal?
Hey, Bradley, how you doing? Alan sort of asked a lot of the question I was going to ask you about your 2022 performance. One word that stuck with me that you used to describe your performance late last year was fizzling. I didn't expect you to say that word, but you are at that point maybe a little frustrated with what had been going on. But looking forward, I'm wondering, what do you expect in 2023 compared to what you did in 2022 out of yourself?
Just to be more of a leader, more of a tone setter. Like I said, man, how can I lead when I don't know everybody around me? I tried to learn names, I tried to do this, but it just wasn't clicking for me. You know what I mean? And that's no excuse, but it's just like it's just the reality of it. You know, so my main thing is just being the person that they drafted. I mean, the Denver drafted and Miami decided, okay, yeah, we need that guy on our team. You know what I mean? So that's my leadership, that's my intensity, that's my play style. So just got to get back to that, man. And I feel like once I'm already taking steps to do that. And so once the season gets going, man, I feel like it's going to be full steam ahead.
You wouldn't use the word fizzling now to describe your 2022, would you?
Nah.
Okay.
Travis?
Hey, Bradley, good afternoon. I wanted to ask you about Jalen Phillips. Obviously, you were teammates at the end of last year, but now that you've had some time to kind of spend with him in the offseason and see how he works, I was just curious your perspective on the way he approaches his business.
He approaches it like a true pro, man. He understands the task at hand. He understands, you know what I mean, that he wants more out of himself as well. He wants to get those accolades. He wants to go to the Pro Bowl, all pros, and you see it just by the way he approaches everything. The meeting room, he's with this new defense right now, he's asking questions, making sure he knows the ins and outs, knows when to take his shots and stuff like that. In the weight room, he's a freak, you know what I mean? So you kind of like coming into the season, you kind of see, oh yeah, okay, this guy gets it, he's working hard, but you don't really see it until that offseason work gets put in. And we're on the field doing drills, and you see the intent that he has, that he's working with. So I'm really excited for his year 3.
You mentioned that he was a bit of a physical freak. I don't know if you ever saw his pro day a couple of years ago, but he jumped out of the gym, ran 1,000,000 miles an hour. What can you say about the physical traits that he brings?
Like I said, man, he's a freak, man. When dude takes his shirt off, he's chiseled, he's huge, he's, you know what I'm saying, talks with the deepest voice possible. So he has all the intangibles, man, and he's getting when it comes down to, like I said, the playbook and everything else, he's getting all that, and he's becoming a true pro, man. I'm excited for him.
Thank you.
Mark?
Hey, Bradley, how's it going? Just coming off your second Pro Bowl in your career, how was the experience, and what did you take away the most from that in hopes of getting back to that same stage again in the future?
As from your peers in the league and stuff like that. So it was a dope experience, man. But now I got my sights set on something bigger, man. I want all pros. I want Super Bowl rings. I want everything that comes with that. You know what I mean? So it's cool. It's a cool individual accolade, but I want this team to be playing and in the mix when the Pro Bowl comes around. So we can't even go. Yeah, we get nominated, but we can't even go because we got a bigger thing to worry about.
We have time for one more. We'll go to Joe Shad.
What do you think about Aaron Rodgers coming into the division twice, at least 2 games per year?
I'm excited, man. It's an opportunity to play against one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. I'm excited to compete against that twice a year. The game plan that goes into each and every week plan. I mean, each time I play him, everybody's like on a, you know what I'm saying? It brings out the best in everybody. Everybody knows that, okay, yeah, we got A-Rod this week, so we got to be on our P's and Q's. And now we just got a division full of great quarterbacks, man. So I'm excited to be in the mix and be competing towards the end of the year when it really counts and stuff like that. So it's going to be fun, man. I know he's excited to play. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the good edge rushers we got in this division as well. So it's going to be fun.
Have you sacked him?
Nah, I haven't sacked him. I got a couple hits on him, but I never sacked him yet. So this will be a perfect opportunity too.
Thanks, Bradley.